right, folks, coming up next is someone who works at the very heart of Weston's intellectual engine, place where stories live, questions get answered, and at least 3 people a day pretend they know how the printer works. Her name is Alli Palmgren, and she's the assistant to the director of the Weston Public Library, which I assume means she does 98% of the work and then says, oh no, I'm just the assistant, with incredible grace. She's the champion of learning, organization, and whatever quiet magic allows librarians to find any book just by glancing at the spine and muttering Dewey Decimal System like a spell. I once asked where a DVD section was, and 15 minutes later I was holding a Pulitzer Prize winner and reflecting on my life choices. Alli's the kind of person who makes the library feel less like a building and more like a living, breathing, book-centered community hub. Please welcome the master of knowledge, calm authority, and probably the only person in town who actually knows how to unjam a copier, Alli Palmgren.
It's me. I'm 1/3 of the amount of people per day that knows how to use a printer mostly.
All right, you're giving yourself too much credit.
Yeah, no, I might be.
So, Alli, for people out there that might not know, what's a library?
Library is a place that holds books. Shocking, I know, but it holds a lot of other things too, like our library of things. Did you know you could get a, let's say, DVD to VHS converter? Actually, swap those, VHS to DVD converter.
Well,
these fine items.
No,
here?
because as you can see, I live in VHS world. VHS is the last medium that we'll ever need to watch any kind of movie. So
okay, so for other people who are living in the modern day, who are not so VHS based, you know, we have great streaming services and ebooks and things like digital audiobooks to listen on your commute. Why are you paying for Audible when you could be getting it for free through the library?
Yeah, but how do you read a comic book?
Oh my goodness. So you see these nice vintage comic books we have here? We have all of those on Hoopla, which is one of our great e-library services for free.
Yeah, but they don't soak up the smell of my mattress for the last 30 years.
You know, we are happy about that we do not soak up smells at the library if at all possible.
Whatever. So you've had a relationship with Weston Media, guys over there. They do a great job. When you're on camera at Weston Media, you've been on camera with them a lot. Do you feel like you're helping inform the public or starring in a very niche documentary called Dewey, the silence behind the stacks?
You know, a little bit of both. I'm mostly focused on not doing anything super embarrassing or having food in my teeth.
No,
I just had a Twizzler over there at your booth, so I think I may not have succeeded in that.
Camera boy, are you zoomed in tight on her teeth?
Please don't.
Okay, never mind. Do you ever get the urge to reshelve the books by vibe?
Oh, stop. I get the urge to yeet people out of the building if they even suggest reshelving by vibe or, God forbid, by color. Forget it.
All right, fair enough.
Did I use yeet correctly for the modern people?
I don't even know what that means.
Okay, good.
When someone checks out a book and doesn't return it, do you feel that emotionally?
You know, I am that person. So I feel it emotionally when I look under my car seat and find I have overdue books from several months ago.
Oh, okay.
So I'm forgiving.
All right. So, serious question here before I wrap it up, because I talk a lot. How did you get into library, and is there actually a technical term?
Yeah. Well, librarians, shocking.
Librarians.
All of the people that
and you got like 30 seconds to explain
we
it.
are absolute fans of all things organization and information. So we actually go get master's degrees for this.
They give degrees for it?
Yeah, we got master's degrees to be librarians. And it runs in my family. My aunt's a librarian, my twin sister's a librarian, and my great-grandfather was a librarian.
People, I feel like often assume, librarians spend their weekends alphabetizing their sock drawers and reading quietly.
Okay,
Care to comment?
Yeah, there's a little of that, but we also spend our weekends listening to maybe questionable audiobooks while we do those activities.
So you don't deny it?
We do not deny.
Okay, so as assistant to the director?
Assistant director.
Assistant director. Is there a difference? Because the other guy before, I forget his name, he was here and he corrected me. He's not the assistant director, he's the assistant to the director. And it was really confusing to me.
It's a partnership where one of those two people with director in their roles makes a little more money. That's pretty much it.
So, as whatever you are, do you do everything the director does but slightly quieter?
slightly louder,
Oh.
and not quite as good. Hence
I
why I
see.
get assistant before writing.
I see. So, as assistant director, do you ever introduce yourself and then immediately clarify, but I could totally be the director if I wanted to?
I mean, I haven't yet, but I'll keep that in my back pocket.
Do you ever practice saying director in the mirror just to see how it feels like on your face?
No, I don't do that. I've never done that. Why would you say such a thing, Dale? Harrington.
Anyways, I think I'm running out of questions here, but I have I know I was asking you. This is really important because big wrestling fan. We had Dusty Rhodes here not that long ago.
Oh, that's a good wrestling name.
I know. Tell me about it. It wasn't the real American Dream, but, she's like the imposter version.
Yeah, no, she's great.
She's pretty cool. If the library had a wrestling match with the Weston Council on Aging, who would win and why is it still the library?
I mean, it definitely would be the library because we have huge books that we can throw at people. Do you get props in wrestling? You do. You get chairs.
Oh, yeah.
We have chairs. We have so many chairs.
Folding chairs are a big part.
They are. We've got a lot.
So, I think so. All right, cool. I think about it. Okay, last question I want to ask you. Would you say that most librarians are secretly wild party animals trapped inside cardigans? Like, on the surface, it's all about shushing and IBSNs, but underneath, there's this raw energy, just waiting for the right Bee Gees song to come on.
It is ISBN. And second, the party animals in our pockets are kittens because librarians, buns, cardigans, and cats.
Okay.
We live for it.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Alli, been a great sport, but you cannot leave until you pick out a raffle prize.
I love this.
All right. This is my grandmother's tin. I'm sorry, there are no butter cookies in here.
Are there sewing accoutrements?
No, but you get to pick out a raffle prize. And you gotta take it with you.
I gotta take it with me?
Yes.
Do I get to see what it is?
Yeah, open it up.
A little nervous here. The Sacred Studio Foam.
Oh my God, that is like the grand prize mother load.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So this is huge. What number is that there?
This is number 1.
Oh, but there's a reason why it's number 1 because it is the best prize of them all.
Wait, is this gonna help with my shushing?
This might help.
Dampen
but the thing
some
is,
sound?
this has absorbed so much sound and cussing and vibrations and just think of this. I've had this since like 1983. Just think of like the smells and
the
things that have exactly. You know what? Noise canceling doesn't just happen organically. This is seeing things.
No, it only happens when we go around and go. We don't do that.
It's a vibrational relic. All right, and this means a lot to me. I've had this since my very first broadcast, and it is now yours.
Wait, are these the vibes you were talking about? As a vibrational relic?
This is
Thank you, Dale.
You know what? But I'm kind of sad. So I'm only going to give you half of it because somebody else might want to win something. So, I'm sorry. I got to keep some of it. This is like part of me. Sorry.
Great.
It's okay. You get half a prize, half a guest. So.
Have a guest.
So
I'm a whole guest.
Well, you already said you're assistant to the director. If we ever get the real director here, sometimes she might get the other half. But
I will send her down one day for that other half.